23 days for this one, so I have to finish chapter what 2 chapter 2 and 3 pretty soon, otherwise I cannot do this. Okay, let's do it. Wise, how are you doing with all the tasks? Don't forget, we're going to the lecture at Lumina Square. I'm pretty much done with everything. Yep. I don't know what's gonna happen in this event. Hopefully something big. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for it to be a chapter. Oh, there are lots of people. Hey, there's Teen Master and Master Chop. Angie and Wade. I don't know these two dudes. Hey, you're from High Ambition Finance, right? Why do you always bump into you here? High Ambition Finance? What? No way. Don't tell me that you harbor evil intention towards our public security. He's already working for it. I mean, oh wait, I'm just eavesdropping or something, am I? Towards your public security? Ah, no, it's not like that. Last time I was here because I did someone's car, but they refused to settle privately, and the time before that was because of the financial dispute. The time before that was because of a break-in, and the time before that was accompanying a friend who was scammed to file a report. Sound really weird. You get into trouble often, don't you? Was it really a coincidence? I don't know either. Angie? Percy and Benjamin. And Eugene. I cannot forget about you, cute Eugene. This doesn't count as assaulting an officer. Eugene has already what? Come on, repeat your dialogue. Eugene, mommy loves you. Oh. Oh, clocked off. Tin Master and General Chop, Summer and Natalie. I think I have seen these two hanging around Howl's shop time to time. Just Guardian. Carm and Chloe. Security Boo, just a normal security boo. I don't see KK around anywhere. The public security officer that likes Starlight Night. Okay, let's talk to Julian and Chingy.
It's good to see you again. You too, managers.
You two seem to be in a good mood. I guess the seminar preparation went well?
Thanks to everyone on 6th Street. They not only signed up for the seminar, they also helped spread the word to other districts.
Juyuan, I heard you'll be up on stage with the inspector answering questions from citizens. Don't worry, I'll bombard you with tons of questions so you won't feel left out.
Come on. Go easy on me.
You don't know, do you? Juyuan gets super nervous in situations like this. She drank 3 pots of tea just to avoid nervously coughing up there.
Sorry to interrupt, but I have something to report. We've analyzed and located the exact coordinates of the places Maroon previously identified inside the hollow. Please take a look at this.
Thanks.
I was also just informed that Inspector Bringer is on his way, and the media is waiting to get some pictures.
Looks like we should go meet him. We'll investigate these locations in a couple of days. Huh? Wait, there's something funny about these coordinates.
It's all around the
Something
penny.
funny? What are you seeing?
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
Sorry, you two, but something is weird about this report. I need to talk to Juyuan for a moment, if you'll excuse us. You can go on in.
That officer mentioned Maroon. That's the guy who was causing trouble with the EMP emitter, right? Is something going wrong with the case? I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's try to get close enough to eavesdrop on their conversation.
Man, people do not like Bringer. Seems like they can see through his little facade. I don't know why does he insist on putting that facade if people can easily see through them. Wise, over here. This spot here is perfectly blocked off by a wall. Nobody will notice us. Shh. Listen, I think Zhu Yan and Qin Yi are talking about what just happened. On the path outside public security.
Those coordinates are the spots Maroon's gang scouted some time ago, right? What do you think is off about them?
You remember the monster they found in that square a while back?
Of course, the remains are scheduled to be recovered this afternoon. But wait, what about it? You think these two cases are connected?
Perhaps. I just realized every location Maroon pointed out lies on the route the evidence carrier is taking.
What?
The EMP emitter Maroon used had been modified to bypass vehicle security systems. When used correctly, it can unlock car doors without damaging the electronics. Maroon said his crew procured specialized containers for preserving etheric material. We assumed they were targeting vehicles transporting valuable ether resources for large companies. But here's the thing. Public Security's evidence carrier is the same kind of vehicle.
Meaning, the evidence carrier could be in danger. Where is it now?
Let me see. Right here. There's a slight delay in the surveillance signal, but the carrier seems headed towards its destination right now. But according to the record, it stopped for about 10 minutes somewhere in the hollow, just 15 minutes ago.
10 minutes might not seem like much, but if someone's lying in wait with an EMP emitter, it'd be enough for them to snatch the evidence. We need to report this right now. I'll call it in.
Wait a second. The carrier might have paused in the hollow due to changes in hollow structure or some other reason. We don't have solid proof yet of an attack on the carrier. Even if we report our suspicions, they won't immediately send someone. They'd follow protocol and do a remote analysis first.
You're right. And if they do that, it could already be too late.
Not only that, I'm worried about something else. The evidence recovery schedule was only decided recently, and the route inside the hollow is top secret. But according to Maroon, his gang had been scouting those locations for a while now.
Meaning, there might be a mole in public security.
Exactly. If we report our suspicions now, we might tip them off.
That's a huge risk. You know that's against policy. They could take action against us.
It's urgent. We don't have time to argue. We spent a long time preparing for today's seminar. With the media gathered like this, It's a rare opportunity for you to showcase your knowledge in front of the inspector. You should stay here. We're partners. You can trust me to bring back the evidence safe and sound. You have my word.
And we're going to tag along with Chinny. It seems like. That's when.
Inspector Bringer's car has arrived.
So they're using the seminar as a curtain. I'm not sure what the word is. As a distraction. Like most of the security would be busy with the seminar, guarding the people and stuff. So they wouldn't notice if someone hijacked or took away the evidence. That makes sense actually. I thought it's gonna be something with Bringer or something would happen during the seminar, but that would be kind of reckless. If all the officers and with all the security there, and Bringer there is too, so that would be a problem. My assumption was mostly about based on that the Bringer is heavily focused on this act or chapter. I thought it'd be something about him.
The inspector is already here. We don't have time to hesitate. I need to get going. I'll leave the seminar to you.
Now Julian is going to tailor.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
Huh?
You said it yourself. An officer needs to be sure they're doing the right thing. I became an officer because of Inspector Bringer, but not for praise or his approval. I want to do for others what he did for me back then. I want to be someone who protects people.
So, you're going to...
I'm going with you. That monster in the hollow is anything but ordinary. We have to protect the evidence. Besides, if the inspector really is the same as he was back then, I'm sure he'll support our choice.
We can't just sit back and do nothing while the remains are in danger.
Just like last time, we should try and help them any way we can.
They're both well-trained officers, but the two of them alone still aren't enough for this investigation. Plus, that evidence is also crucial for us. We can't risk it falling into wrong hands. Wise, let's head home and connect to the HDD system and help them out in the hollow. Oh, seems like Master Chop and Tin Master aren't here anymore. Probably went inside. Okay, this is I thought it'd be something to do with Bringer, but it doesn't seem like it is, which is a surprise. Electric and ether. So
Did you need something? Good choice.
I'll help you win. The lunch is good. So
Standing by.
And the only electric character I have is Andy.
Andy, in position.
Ah, I cannot switch Bangboos.
Judging by our predictions, they probably have the evidence by now. Any ideas on how we're gonna get it back?
Here's what I'm thinking. To avoid raising suspicion, the suspects probably didn't damage the carrier's electronic systems. If that is indeed the case, we can check its driving record to pinpoint where exactly it stopped within the hollow. They're bound to have left some traces behind. The remains are bulky, so they can't move very quickly. Therefore, we can figure out where they went.
Makes sense. Let's find the evidence carrier and see if our suspicions are right. I've picked up the carrier's signal. Let's go.
Meanwhile, in the workshop.
Juyuan and Qingyi are heading out to find the evidence carrier first.
Fairy, can you find a shortcut to the carrier?
Affirmative. Planning the route now.
Let's leave the route to Fairy-wise. We just need to get Juyuan and Qingyi there without being found out.
The evidence carrier signal is coming from over there.
Ugh, the mobile device here seems unusable.
Let me try adjusting the direction. Ugh, it's too heavy.
Wise, something is blocking their way.
Master, the firing direction of the ejector nearby can be adjusted.
All right, let's help them find a shortcut to save time.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out that someone is helping them. I mean, it already happened once, so, and Chinny is pretty sharp figuring these things out. She was already on our tail previously.
These switches can be used repeatedly. Think carefully about the direction.
Huh? Did the device just move by itself?
The device works now.
Let's move. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, she's already on to us.
Let's follow them.
Master, high ether activity has been detected along the path to the evidence carrier's location.
Sustain fire. Perfect teamwork, everyone.
Face the consequences.
A flawless move.
The evidence carrier is nearby.
Qingyi, we should head over there now. Yes, finally! The carrier! Let's check on its condition.
It looks fine on the outside. No signs of damage or being tampered with. Let's check inside.
We're doing this to protect the evidence, but messing with the carrier without permission will definitely require writing up a report. And probably a pay cut, too. Well, let's forget all that for now. Qingyi, help me unlock it.
Chinny uses a key to unlock the carrier.
Huh? The evidence crate is still here. And the seal is untouched.
Comparing the seal with the one in the photo, the angle is off by approximately 3 degrees, and the etheric matter feels totally different from what I sensed at the square.
So, they really did get a hold of the evidence.
Or they're pretty calculating about stealing the evidence. So I don't think Maroon and his gang is behind this. Someone else hired them. Otherwise, I don't see them being so careful about not being noticed that they stole the evidence. They even put out a replica there.
They were gonna trick Hand by not leaving any trace. They went through all this trouble to make it seem like it was still there.
Yep.
That monster must be hiding some serious secrets. Juyuan, watch out!
A hail of bullets comes from behind a short wall nearby, striking the evidence carrier.
They got in cover.
Reckless attacker. He truly is a reckless attacker.
Idiot. They're from the Criminal Investigation Department. They aren't gonna go down easy.
Are they are they stupid? If you kill an investigator, it's gonna be a bigger problem. Hey, 2 investigators are dead here. The carrier seems to be fine though. It's gonna raise more suspicion.
We've been here for hours. You couldn't keep your cool for a little longer?
Hey, relax. Our intel says it's just the 2 of them. They might have survived our ambush, but we can take them.
Okay, there could be a mole or someone who's tracking them. I don't think they told anyone that they're coming here.
Hurry up and deal with them. Officers go missing in the hollows every day. Get them, boys!
Oh, I forgot the fact that
Do you know
hollows
the
change
consequences
time
of
to time.
assaulting officers?
Save your breath. We're dealing with a group of desperados. They never planned on leaving us alive.
You asked for it. Opening.
Out of my way! Keep it!
Bullseye.
One fell swoop.
What's this? Hey!
Suppressor K-22. Maximum firepower.
Okay, since hollow changes time to time, it kind of makes sense.
What's
But
this?
this close to the
maneuver.
band,
The pleasure's all yours.
I don't know how much hollow changes.
In position. Yeah.
These guys are tougher than I expected. And it sounds like they knew we were coming and set up an ambush near the carrier.
What the heck is going... How could they have known we were going after the evidence?
Hey, have you gotten rid of those 2 officers? There they are.
They're coming after us. Run!
Meanwhile, in the workshop,
Warning. Multiple hostiles approaching the officer's location at high speed. The officers should change direction immediately to avoid direct confrontation with multiple armed individuals.
You hear that? Multiple enemies. They're about to be in trouble.
Fairy, is there a way to divert the enemy's attention?
Master, I regret to inform you there are no electronic devices or controllable machines in the area.
It's too late, Wise. Look at the map. Jiwen and Chingy are trapped. It's a dead end.
Watch out, Chingy! There's an ambush here, too!
Get them!
Coming through.
They're closing in on us!
Be careful.
I know they can take care of all these
We've
enemies,
been
but
surrounded. Stay
I'm
calm.
not sure they can do that lore-wise.
Sure have some firepower. How many members did they deploy to deal with us?
I mean, these enemies aren't really strong.
In position.
I'm here. You got game.
I didn't look at Julian's firearm. It kind of looks like the skin from Counter-Strike, Asimov or
Bullet
something like
confirmed.
that. I forgot his name. I had that skin before I sold it.
Stop right there!
It won't be easy to get him off our tail. Let's face him head on. We'll run out of ammo if this continues. Surrounded!
Okay. Confirmed.
Bull run.
There's nowhere to run.
This isn't good. Jiyuan and Qingyi are stuck in the building and surrounded by enemies.
Let's keep our cool. They might be stuck, but the enemy can't breach the building easily either. Let's see if there's anything nearby we can use to help.
Master, I've detected several unstable spatial fissures near the officer's location. Such spatial rifts are challenging to label in standard carat data, but if utilized, they could help the target evacuate from their current location.
Fairy may be able to locate the spatial rifts, but how do we tell Jiyuan and Qingyi where to go?
I can safely tap into the officer's intercom within the hollow, second assistant.
But if we connect to their intercom, won't we expose ourselves?
I think we have to take the risks now.
If it doesn't expose our exact identity, I think it's worth the risk if it saves lives.
Question. Is the current objective to assist the two officers in leaving the current area, or rescue the two officers who are trapped?
Aren't those the same thing?
Negative. Remote communication has an 87.1% chance of successfully guiding the officers out of their current area. But due to the significant disparity in forces and the limitations of long-range communication, I cannot swiftly assess the target's surrounding environment. The risk of failure will rapidly mount.
So you're saying, to keep them safe, Wise has to personally guide them as a proxy?
Affirmative. However, appearing in front of public security may bring major risks.
We have to expose ourselves. Frick it, everybody in 6th Street already knows. I don't think Julian and Qingyi will mind our
What a pain.
existence.
If they weren't public security officers, we wouldn't even hesitate.
Who said that? Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
Do you remember what Qingyi said?
Oh, Qingyi
Failure
said,
to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
I played so long ago, I forgot of the quotes the characters make.
Zhu Yuan and Qingyi are good people. Despite the risks, I'll regret it forever if I choose to do nothing.
Wise.
And on the bright side, if we work together, we might be able to recover the stolen remains.
Affirmative. Master's assumption is reasonable.
Well then, let's go save them.
This isn't good. They've totally surrounded us. Unless we can somehow distract them, we're stuck here. If we can't think of a way out, I'll go distract them so you have a chance to get away.
What? What are you talking about?
It was me who insisted we investigate inside the hollow. You wouldn't even be in danger right now if it weren't for me. Besides, I'm not human. I'll be fine even if my body gets destroyed. But you don't have that luxury.
Hold up. I'm your captain, right? If someone has to take responsibility for this mess, it should be me. Besides, your physical abilities are much better than mine. If one of us has to make a run for it, you'd have a much better chance at surviving.
Now's not the time to argue.
Exactly. Now's not the time to argue.
Who's there?
Wait, it's coming from the intercom. Someone hacked into our encrypted frequency. But how?
Instead of arguing about who should be the bait, how about I offer a solution that works for you both?
Who are you? Why should we trust you?
I can't convince you to trust me. I'm a proxy. Not exactly someone who should normally be talking to you. But, while I may be a proxy, I have a conscience. I can't turn a blind eye while you're in danger.
A proxy?
All right. So, what's the plan?
I'll create an opportunity for you. Now, follow my instructions.
But what about the enemy?
Leave it to me. Now, go.
They're getting away!
What now?
Straight ahead. Jump into the fissure.
The fissure!
What? A spatial fissure! After them! Here they are!
They're chasing us.
There's another fissure straight ahead.
They're closing in. They'll catch us at this rate.
I have a plan. It might be risky, but I'm sure you can do it.
Hurry up!
We're saved.
Well, hero, now that you've saved us, do you plan on making an appearance?
Sure. We can finally talk now.
You're a Bangbu from Belobog. Wait, no. There's no way an ordinary Bangbu would be as capable as you, let alone hack into our intercom. So, who are you exactly?
Qingyi, have you heard the rumors about a legendary proxy who doesn't enter the hollows themselves, but manages real-time communication from the outside?
Faithin.
I don't think I should acknowledge this, but I think they already know. I mean, it's pretty stupid that I say that to everyone I meet. Oh, I'm Peyton. I'm Peyton. I shouldn't blatantly say that. I just should just stay silent and let them think whatever they want.
That's me. I'm Faithin.
So you were already watching us when we received the report from Belobog.
But that's just me. If it were me, I would have just stayed quiet and think whatever they want. But this is wise, so it's kind of different.
Yeah, I was helping Belobog Industries retrieve something lost, but I ended up running into that monster deep in the hollow. As you've already guessed, I think there's something unusual about that monster too. There's some kind of conspiracy behind it, and it's connected to what I've been chasing.
In other words, you're helping us so Hand gets the evidence and can uncover the truth about the monster.
Exactly. And it's still not too late to get the evidence back.
According to page 173 of the Public Security Officer's Manual, in urgent situations, officers have the right to recruit assistants without verifying their identities.
So you're suggesting...
I'm willing to be said assistant. Let's work together and get that evidence back.
Deal. Now's not the time for more questions. We accept your assistance, Faithin. But as you've seen, the enemy is well prepared and has the advantage in numbers.
Don't worry, leave that to me. Since we lack manpower, we'll use the hollow against them. That's my specialty.
We've arrived at the evidence carrier area.
Well, at least we made some new allies in public
Loading
security.
environment data.
Whoa, this place is huge. Okay.
Master, I have found a discarded toolbox up ahead. It could contain relevant clues to the case. Your attention is needed.
A very heavy car toolbox is abandoned by the roadside with a slot inside that clearly matches with the shape of an EMP emitter. This must have been left by the culprits. Let's note down the clue first.
It's time to put my expertise as a public security officer to good use.
Psych resonance plugging. Enter Chini's mindscape, sharing your senses and gathered intelligence.
Connect the dots in the mind space and solve the case. Use this to access my mind space and share information.
The display device has been used to show the mind space.
Collected clues will be stored in the memory zone. Once the adjacent clues are found, the question will become apparent. We don't have enough clues right now. Let's go back and look for more.
I thought you have to collect and connect, not collect. Connect the clues by yourselves. But connect the clues by yourselves,
Master,
then they would.
There are footprints on the floor here that have been deliberately concealed.
Some hard to identify footprints were found at the scenes. They have been deliberately covered up, making it difficult to see what exact direction, but can be inferred that at least 2 people or even more left these footprints. Could these be the culprit's footprints?
The clue has been stored in the mind space. Master, I have found a collapsed bamboo up ahead.
Judging by the bamboo's condition, it's been affected by the EMP, and the cover it was carrying is also damaged. The word Big Head is on bamboo's outfit, and it has clearly been illegally modified. What is it doing here?
The clue
I don't
has
know.
been stored in the mind space.
Okay, I'll try to see if I can piece the clues together by myself.
Master, I have detected varying degrees of defects and damages to the electronic devices in this area.
These electronic devices show no signs of external damage, but many internal components have been burned out. This must have been the site of the EMP explosion.
The clue has been stored in the mind space. Master, there is a small forklift parked on one side of the scene. The vehicle might contain some clues.
This is not a construction zone within the hollow, yet the forklift is parked here. Carefully examine the forklift. The forklift surface lacks an anti-corrosion coating, indicating it's not a model used within the hollow, but there are no signs of corruption on the vehicle, so it hasn't been that long. After a thorough inspection of the driver's compartment, it's found that the vehicle can clearly be started due to an electronic system failure. However, the driving record seems intact. Although the driving record data is encrypted, with Fairy here, there is no problem.
Decoding in progress. Please wait. Decoding completed. Now playing the previously saved recording.
Didn't boss ask you to get something sturdy? You brought a forklift? The wind can blow through on all sides! What's it matter as long as it moves? Who cares if it's a little windy? Whatever. Just get this thing moving already. The evidence carrier will be here soon. Let me check Big Head's carrot data.
So they brought Big Head in. This recording seems to be involve the culprits who targeted the evidence carrier, indicating they didn't follow their leader's instruction.
There's a new question in Mindspace. A question has arisen from the 2 collected clues. Master, do you want to solve it?
There's a heavy car toolbox left in the scene. An encrypted forklift was found. From this conclusion, we can swimming, parachuting, and driving. I wonder which is the correct one. I don't know. Maybe the car was swimming or parachuting.
Indeed. Judging from the marks left behind, the forklift was likely the culprit's means of transportation to the scene.
After all the questions are answered, the truth will reveal itself.
The forklift nearby is rendered inoperable by the EMP effects, and there are some hard to identify footprints around the scene, which may answer how did the culprit leave the scene. Oh my god, these are so stupid questions.
Affirmative. It is highly likely that the culprits left on foot.
Yeah, I know. And the EMP fried the bamboo. A severely damaged, illegally modified bamboo was found near the scene, and combining the content of the recording, some deduction can be made. Whose damaged bamboo is this? The culprits.
Right. Considering all the clues, this conclusion makes sense.
The key question has emerged.
Combining all the clues and deductions collected, it's possible to hypothesize they have already left the hollow just not far from here, next to the evidence carrier.
You're right. Not only are the culprits carrying the evidence, but they also don't have a carrot. Hiding nearby while they wait for their accomplices would be the wisest choice.
Master, all the clues have been gathered. The case replay is now available.
What is the case replay?
The case replay is a simulation that recreates how the culprits committed the crime based on the existing clues. This allows you to watch how the incident happened in detail.
Do we really need to see it? We already know what happened. Okay, let's start it. This is getting tedious.
We're here. Hurry up! The evidence carrier will be here soon. Stay close to me, Big Head. We'll bolt after taking the evidence. The evidence carrier's here. Stop right here!
The replay will pause after a clip finishes playing. When a clip is paused, you're free to explore as you see. I don't need to rewatch it. Next clip, yep, let's go.
Oh no! Big Head was affected by the EMP!
An orange clip indicates important clues within. Please explore your surroundings.
Master, you might come across important scenes during the case replay that might help our investigation. Please pay close attention.
Looking closely, there seems to be a hidden path ahead. The heavy object that's created it should be up ahead. Keep an eye out for this place after returning to reality. Keep investigating. Once you have investigated the key clues, the clip will become blue. Clip has been investigated. Please press right button to play the next clip.
Even the forklift isn't working now! The EMP is that powerful? The Bangu's done for, and the forklift is kaput! Now what? Don't panic. Let's grab the evidence first. We'll just have someone pick us up later. We've got what we needed. Let's go this way.
Master, the culprits are whispering to each other in front of the door.
Look, we can set a password for this door and lock it. Then we don't have to worry about anyone following us. That's brilliant. Let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a dumb password. Let me set it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was more brilliant. I don't need to. Let's go. No need, no need.
Master, you can return to the real world to investigate now.
We figured out the exit used by the culprits. Let's go check it out.
Oh, can I not go there? I forgot how you went there. Oh, I already took it.
Master, I found a hidden exit here.
Oh, look, there's a spatial fissure over there. But how are we supposed to get through this area?
Master, I found a surveillance camera corrupted by the hollow. Some of the data inside is still intact.
Whoa! I got teleported back just like that! I know the way through here. Follow me.
The culprit's route has been recorded. Once you return to reality, I'll guide you in real time.
Oh, I thought I have to remember the input they gave. Okay,
I've
that's
highlighted
cool.
the culprit's route for you.
You're a godsend, Barry. Now let's follow that route.
There's a group of abandoned buildings ahead.
Master, I found a surveillance camera corrupted by the hollow. Some of the data
say? The PubSec officers are gone? Understood. Let's hide somewhere. There's a crack in this wall. We can get through here. Let's wait here for the others to pick us up.
Many walls here have cracked.
The case replay is virtual, so you cannot pick anything up. The replay is...
Who's there?
Public security, put your hands up!
Wait, hey?
Standing by.
Fine. Hey? Evade now. Be gone. Standing by.
Suppressor K-22! Maximum firepower!
Okay. What's this? No.
Oh, rats. It's PubSec. Why are they here?
This is called striking when the enemy is unprepared.
Take them down and retrieve the evidence.
In position.
Get away from me!
Confirmed.
Going all out!
Mind your manners.
A flawless move. Look, they're carrying an etheric matter container. Do you think this is really the stolen evidence?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Even with it sealed, its aura gives me the creeps.
Yes! Fantastic! We finally got the evidence back.
The assailants that blocked our path earlier likely haven't figured out we've outmaneuvered them and retaken the evidence. At this...
There's an exit nearby. I'll take you there.
The exit is just up ahead.
If you two aren't in a hurry to arrest me today, I suppose we'll go our separate ways here.
Don't worry, I don't want to burn any bridges. It's bad karma. Besides, I've always thought indiscriminately arresting proxies isn't very fair. Circumstances aren't always the same for everyone.
Qingyi, we're officers. Should you really be saying that? Anyway, thanks for your help, Phaethon.
I should thank you, too, for uncovering the threat to the evidence vehicle and fearlessly going into the hollow to protect it. Goodbye, officers. Hopefully our next meeting won't be quite so tense.
The bamboo walks away and soon disappears from sight.
Now that Phaethon's gone, let's hurry up and get this evidence out of here.
All right, let's go. Wait a minute. Phaethon thanked us for uncovering the threat and fearlessly going into the hollow to protect it. Doesn't that sound suspicious to you?
Suspicious? Right. Logically speaking, while monitoring the evidence carrier, Phaethon would have realized the evidence had been switched, and upon seeing us, assumed we were there to investigate. But it sounded like Phaethon knew what happened outside the Hollow too.
How unexpected. It seems Phaethon attended the seminar today.
Crap. Yeah, the siblings aren't that good at hiding their identities. Who would have known? I mean, it is kind of weird that they're the legendary figure, but they're so careless about their hiding their own identity.
Ah, there you are. Are you free today? Want to come with me to the public security precinct at Lumina Square?
Huh? Public security again?
Actually, I heard Juyuan and Shingi will be heading back to their own branch today. It's probably best not to run into them again inside the Hollows. But outside the Hollows, it might be quite a while before we see them again.
You're intending to convince them to register for a membership card, aren't you?
It's no fun when you know me so well. I was thinking, how about we give them a gift too? Like a collector's edition of that popular PubSec movie, Mission Unthinkable.
That's the one where the protagonist goes against his superior and chooses to protect the citizens, right? That was a good movie.
They're gonna be leaving soon. Let's get going.
Okay, the missions weren't... Not the missions, the Chapter 2 Interlude. Okay, I'll finish the Interlude first, then make an... Wait, why are there so many people still here? I thought a few days passed by. Whatever. I mean, I'll give my opinion about the whole Chapter 2 after I finish it.
Oh, we've got everything packed. Let's get it in the car.
Phew, we made it just in time.
Hey there, managers. What brings you here?
We heard you're heading back to your own branch, so we wanted to say goodbye.
We haven't known each other for long, but we've had quite a memorable time together, right?
But, Juyuan, weren't you supposed to be interviewed on stage for the seminar? Why did that officer with glasses go up instead? Belle was really looking forward to asking you questions, but you weren't there.
I'm sorry, but we got assigned to a tricky case that day. I can't disclose the details, but it went well. Largely due to the clues you provided about the 6th Street EMP case.
Okay, this is pretty smart. Like, giving your own alibi, you being there in the seminar. You even know that the guy with the glasses was up there instead of them.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
It's not often you get to meet new people, so we brought you something to remember us by. A movie about a public security officer.
We appreciate it, but it's against regulations for officers to accept gifts from citizens. However, could I buy the video as a customer of Random Play?
Of course. We'd be delighted to have you as a customer.
They're getting ready to leave, so how about we check out the neighborhood and finally grab that meal we've been meaning to have?
I never expected our time at the Lumina branch to be so eventful.
Things turned out okay. The seminar settled, case cracked, evidence secure. It's just a shame. The reports we have to write are gonna be lame.
Is that supposed to be a poem? Excuse me, someone's calling me. Hey, you've got time to chat during the day? Well, this is a rarity.
Hello. I'm looking over our graduation album.
You're flipping through our graduation album? Now? This isn't another one of your weird exercises, is it?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember all of the names of our old classmates by looking at these photos. By the way, do you still remember the graduation message you wrote for me? May you become the pursuant of true justice, the sharp blade of the law slicing through the wickedness of the night sky.
Oh, all right. Yet there's no need to shout. Someone might hear you.
My apologies. It's just, this message really means a lot to me. How does the true justice mentioned in your message differ from regular justice? Is it comparable to the difference between an actual melon and a melon-flavored lollipop? Many people say they taste pretty much the same. But even though the melons I buy are hardly ever sweet, I still prefer the taste of real melons. Just like your pursuit of true justice, a real melon will always be a real melon. That can never be imitated.
Are those words of encouragement? Well, thanks. Wait, how does a member of Hand like you know that I've been reprimanded by the precinct?
Because the case of the unidentified monster discovered by Belobog Industries has been transferred to Section 6. My intelligence officer pointed out that we might need you to come in and provide some more detailed intel.
So, that thing's in your custody? Are you telling me there's something wrong with the evidence?
That's the reason why I'm calling you. We found pieces of what resembles a mask within the monster's remains, and we managed to extract human DNA from it.
Does this mean you figured out the origin of the monster?
Unfortunately, no. Apart from determining the deceased as a male from the DNA, we compared it with DNA records of missing persons and criminals throughout the city, but found no matches. He may have been someone from outside the city with no known identity. But what do you think?
Since Maroon risked going into the Hollow to get it, there must be some secret on the deceased's body. I wouldn't think he's a nobody.
I agree. But as of now, we're still missing the key to this puzzle.
Thanks for the intel, Miyabi. Let's catch up in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Judging from the conversation, I'm guessing there's some progress with the evidence over at Hand?
Seems so. They've made an important discovery, but that's only created more questions. Jump in, Qingyi. Let's talk more on the way.
All right, let's go.
That night, in a certain meeting room in the Janus Quarters Public Security Building.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Perlman.
Attorneys, always running so slowly.
Okay, Perlman is dying.
You're the ones who suggested we meet. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting? Huh? Wait, it's you! Sarah! You've got some nerve to show your face after the trouble you caused!
Oh wait, he's not dying. I thought he was gonna get shot or something.
Come now, Mr. Perlman. It was your idea to deal with the residents in the blast zone. Not to mention the fact that your technical advisor and personal secretary, Sarah, never existed in the first place.
Now she's his attorney.
Well then, there's no need to grit your teeth. I'm actually here to discuss business with you. Please confess to all your crimes in court, and we'll make sure you get the best treatment in prison.
You and that bastard behind you are the ones who convinced me to carry out the blast in the first place. And now you want me to take all the blame. That's quite the scheme. I hear recently Belobog Industries stumbled upon a monster in that plaza inside the Hollow, and the evidence collected from the creature's remains was almost stolen.
Honestly, I've been wondering. The plaza isn't along the subway route, yet your plan included research of it and explosives for it. Your real goal is to retrieve the evidence, isn't it? I wonder what would happen if I brought this up in court.
I'm sure the judge wouldn't entertain such baseless fantasies, Mr. Perlman.
Baseless fantasies, you say? Huh. Let's get real then. What if I told you I have proof of your involvement in the Vision case, along with that of the person behind you?
Okay. Perlman is going to die. I'm certain of that, but at least he's standing his ground.
Definitive proof.
It makes him actually a better character than a whiny ass loser. Yep, he's dead.
Hey, you heard what Perlman just said, right?
Nope, he's not dead. I keep thinking that they're gonna kill him.
I can't stand clingy men, but I must say that's quite the ace up his sleeve.
Sounds like you're enjoying this situation.
How could that be? I'm genuinely concerned about our partnership. So what's your plan now? Will you agree to his terms?
I'll handle it.
Okay, he's dying. He's surely dying now. I do wonder who Sarah actually is. If they're using Vision as a front, or she's actually the top of the Vision Corporation, or Vision isn't actually anything special. They're just the top is using Vision as a front to do their illegal stuff, and if something bad goes on, they will just blame it on Vision. At least that's my theory. I'm not sure if that's the case. Late night, he returned home with Belle. When it comes to food that's both cheap and incredibly tasty, hot pot is definitely my first pick. How about it? Feeling satisfied now? Satisfied, especially after walking it off along the beach after dinner. So relaxing. Don't you feel sore today from all that walking? Wise, walking and rushing are two different things. Think too logically, you'll lose all the joy in life. Okay, I just can't win with you, can I? Oh yeah, remember to buy a few extra copies of Mission Unthinkable next time you get stock in. Oh, it's already late. We should get ready for bed. I'm going back to my room now. Good night. After lying down on the soft bed, my legs tired from so much walking, suddenly relaxed. I never thought that we would become friends with public security officers. Public security officers no longer has the evidence. Hopefully, the bad guys will no longer target Shuyan and Qinyi. But clues. Are there other clues? Before you know it, you drift into deep slumber. You sleep soundly and your body feels completely recovered. I don't think there will be any public security business today. Let's see what's on the schedule. Maybe I can take it easy today. Grace Agent, the Iron Witch, has been recorded, viewed at the video store. Chinese also. Okay, we're done. We have nothing else to do now. Oh. What is this Bangbu doing here? Chalky. You calm down here. Let's have a duel. Accept it now. It's time to prove your worth as a Bangbu through the battle. But wait, Chalky. That Bangbu isn't meant for fighting, and we're not in the gym right now. Just calm down. No way. I'm not backing down. Get ready to fight, Master. Do you really see me as your master? You don't tell me you're master to prepare for a fight. Let's not cause trouble for the others, Chalky. Correction. The name Chalky was already taken, so the system have given me a random new name, which is Chalky Devil. What are you trying to do with my employee? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We're leaving right now. Come on, Chalky, or I will take measures. I'm not backing down. Hey, you! That bamboo over there, I have a feeling that the destiny will pit us against each other on our path to the championship. Anna? Not Anna, a duel. Let's duel. Duel. It's either you or me today. Watch as I use my crocodile death roll to rip your brown scarf and chew it up like gum before stuffing it into your lazy charging port. Yeah, you must be an experienced bamboo master. I believe it's because of that app. Something must have been wrong with it, and don't worry, it doesn't really have a super move called Death Roll or anything like that. I don't care, you guys are messing with my bamboo's work. I don't care, I'm calling public security. I know. I have one last solution. Just give me a sec. The boy takes out his phone and opens an app with a ball-shaped logo and fumbles with aiming the camera at the bamboo. He yells, "Come back, Chalky Devil." Surprisingly, the called Chalky Devil actually comes down and the boy picks it up, apologizes, and leaves the video store. However, just when there is a moment of peace, a resounding duel echoes from the street. Okay, I don't know what was that about, but okay, let's gather my thoughts about the mission. About the Chapter 2 Interlude. I think it was okay. I liked the ending part way more because it actually involved with the whole other mission. I don't think they went through the stuff that I wanted. Like, I wanted it to be more involved with Julian and Chinese story a little bit, like it was with Bellabog. Everybody's story was involved. How actually not everybody, mostly Grace's and Grace. Yep, I think her name is Grace.
Oh, how good day. Ready and with office. Did you come? Nothing to fear.
A new case.
Time for. I only handle technical matters.
Grace's story and Coletta's story were mostly in the forefront, but all the other were pretty relevant to the story as well. Like Grace got a part, Anton got a part, even our big boy Ben got a part too. But Coletta was the main character. I wish this chapter had something like that, but I guess it kind of gives a hint of their own stories. Like, I'm assuming Julian is going to get a character story. But I'm not sure if she's gonna get one. But anyway, Julian, I hope it kind of gives us a glimpse of Shuyan and Chinny's story, or what we might get. I wish there were more characters. Like, it was mostly Julian and Chinny. I wish more characters were involved. It feels a bit lackluster when only 2 people are there. I kind of like that Miyabi was at the end. How public security and he and Julian has a history, and they probably graduated from at the same time and went to the, what do you call it, public security school? I'm not sure. And I actually like that. I forgot his name. Let's see. Yeah, I wish there were more. We had seen more with Bringer, but we didn't get to see any. We didn't get to see much. Where is that guy? Yep. Perlman. I like that Perlman stood his ground when dealing with Sarah. And I actually like that he didn't die yet. So that's about it. I wish that The mission didn't dilly dally that much, but dilly dallying gave me enough time to actually finish it, which is also good and which is also bad. And it was the whole chapter 2, so, and I played it for longer than most people, so that's probably my fault that the flow felt off. Ooh, seems like we have more posts we can read. Anyway, I'm thinking of ending it here. I'm kind of curious how it's going to end. Well, let's see in the next chapter.